next year.
I know. That was devastating.
That's terrible.
That was devastating.
That's terrible.
So
I can't imagine what his family.
One of the good guys, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I say that with the sense of he went in there. He wasn't like, oh, I'm not gonna go in there and use all my expertise. Like he went in there with the intent to help, and then lost his life that close to retirement.
Yeah,
his boo was just at home waiting for him to be done.
I'm sure they've already planned trips and different things, maybe selling the house and getting vacation. No telling what they were planning, and now, so that's definitely sad. That is definitely sad. So condolences to everybody involved in that, California, to all the students. It was a college party. They were letting college students in free, I think, 18 and over, and there was some country music that was going on. So a lot of students were going there just to let their hair down from the stress of college, which we've all been there. We know how that is. And, away from their families already. And they couldn't even do that without that happening. So pretty sad. Go ahead.
Go ahead. This is just something I'm just reading now on the Shade Realm. Adam and Tamara Mowry, T and Tamara.
Yeah.
Their niece was one of the 12 victims.
Oh wow.
I mean, and I don't know why that makes it so much more real because love Tamara or whatever. But that's devastating. I mean, it's devastating.
Sister growing up.
Anyway, but it's like, oh.
Yeah, it is.
It makes it more real when you have some sort of connection to the people.
Absolutely. So what we'll do is we'll get into it with our guest. Definitely want to make sure we give ample time to hear him. So what we'll do is we'll play this quick little joint from the homie Dante, and we'll do. If you ask me, you got some stuff lined up for what's going on in the city this weekend?
We're going to talk about the city and beyond.
Okay, so we'll do that, and then when we come back, we'll also get into our featured guest who we're super excited to have, and that's how we're going to do it, man. So Breaking Ground Radio, we here. Y'all don't go nowhere. The song is called "I Don't Want to Miss You." It's a slow joint.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
I'm still holding on. I've been up all night, ain't sleeping alone. Yeah. Man, I swear this man, I swear this world is bigger than the place you at. And everyone that say they with you never had your back. And I got flaws like anyone, but I ain't following that. And you ain't welcome if you leave, there ain't no coming back. I wear my heart up on my sleeve like it's a t-shirt. She left me based on how I feel, well I don't need her. She told me stories about her ex like she been feeling her. I guess I'm just the one she runs to when she giving her. And I'ma be there like she love me, but she never showed it. Never said it, never felt it, don't got no emotion. And my heart is broken while she hold it open. When it's good, it's fucking great, but when it's bad, it's poison. I held back a lot of feelings, I can't let out all my feelings. I can't go on just pretending I ain't have other intentions. Trying to make you fall for me like I didn't feel for how you give it. Put me in the friend zone, I didn't be here for a minute. I know how it feel when you miss someone, and I don't wanna miss you. I know how it feel when you miss someone, and I don't wanna miss you. No, we can be friends. I'm still holding on. I've been up all night, ain't sleeping alone. I know how it feel when you miss someone, and I don't wanna miss you. No, I don't wanna miss you. I don't wanna miss you. I don't wanna miss you. I know how it feel when you miss someone, and I don't wanna miss you. I know how it feel when you miss someone, and I don't wanna miss you. No, we can be friends. I'm still holding on. I've been up all night, ain't sleeping alone. I know how it feel when you miss someone, and I don't wanna miss you. No, I don't wanna miss you. I don't wanna miss you. I don't wanna miss you.
It has been the last 3 weeks.
Breaking Ground. There we go. Breaking Ground Radio. Beyonce ballad. The song is called "I Don't Want to Miss You." Yeah, I'll be totally transparent. He sent the song. First, let me back it up. This is sad. Shout out to all the artists that I put on the unofficial top 5 today. This is the second week I did it, and I only did it again this week because we got so much love last week from the time that I did it, and I just did it because the email was getting flooded on a Monday with new music. And that was the only reason why I did it. I said, you know what, let me just make this little thing. We got a lot of love, and the station got shared on Facebook. Somebody took it, another radio show in Pennsylvania took the footage from Instagram and shared it to Facebook. I didn't realize you could do that, but not from another account anyway. But he did it and just praised the show for putting 614 on the map. So I went ahead and did it again. Yeah, and because of that, we got this new song by Beyonce Ballard, and I definitely like it. I'm gonna listen to it a few more times too. So shout out to the homie. Yeah, no doubt.
I think I was kind of like it sounded like a song that was on the radio.
Oh yeah, I agree. Yep. All right. Oh, you're posting? Go ahead, post away. Go ahead, post away. We post and tell.
This weekend.
How's Columbus whack?
First of all,
Cut it.
excuse me. Excuse me.
Yeah,
my mic. Is
right.
my mic on?
Not yet.
It's a purpose for me.
Yeah.
We'll talk everything. We're gonna go Shut up. The WTMH, I did say that.
I did say that.
The WTMH Music Awards are going on this weekend, so we're going to talk about that. That's important.
Shout out to the Kyle.
Right, but we're already going to talk about 2 events that you must show up to, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Y'all done?
Yeah,
Y'all finished or y'all done?
Thank you.
It's your world, Jessica. Go ahead.
So if you want to stay in Ohio,
Silly.
you should pull up to Lancaster, November 10th. Sam Rothstein,
Yes.
Dizzy, Cassius Keys, Jay Vega, and Nova.
He's our super favorite. We love him.
Yeah, he's pretty awesome. It's a donation encouraged show. It's free. BYOB in Lancaster, Ohio. It's called Dangerous Days in Las Vegas.
Dope. Shout out Sam and Cash Keys. Definitely making a lot of moves right now.
They're just, it's like Sam is doing something out of town every week. He has the Pipeline next week, 937 Pipeline again. I think he just had one like last month, 937. He's popping.
Definitely.
And if you want to just come travel with us, where should you be, Swamp?
I don't know.
It's St. Louis.
Oh.
You don't know where?
You don't know?
Of course I know. I'm just playing. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so
go ahead.
Go ahead. No.
But I mean that literally 3 artists who are going to represent Columbus, Ohio this weekend in St. Louis, Missouri for the pep rally, indie pep rally pop-up that is going on in the city. Shout out to DJ Block of Fleet DJs. Shout out to Mo Lyric from 89.5 FM. That's right, FM mainstream radio. Who is putting this event on. Yeah, man. So we were going to do something that Block and I were going to put together, and then he happened to run into Mo Lyric, who was putting this together. And we just kind of all decided to put it all in one basket. And so we got King Joff, Shamir Griffin, and Asia coming out to St. Louis to represent the city. There's going to be tons of A&Rs there, managers, other personalities, other DJs. So it should be a really great opportunity for those 3 artists to get themselves seen and heard outside of the city. And that's really what it's about.
Is this going to be their first out-of-town trip?
No. I think I'm pretty sure. I know for sure Joff and Asia's been out of town before, and I wouldn't be surprised if Shamir's been out of town too.
Yeah.
But again, anytime you can get out of town,
It's so
it's
important.
always good. Yeah, it's always good.
We talk about that all the time about, you know, how we love our city, right? But in order to make our city not revolve its money and revolve its crowd, we need to get out and we need to share our love for our city and other cities so they can actually come to our door and spend their time and their love with us and their money. Mm-hmm. You know, like these artists, they deserve to be selling their mixtapes, you know, $10, $5 in other cities. Mm-hmm. I mean, definitely. If you want to make a living, you need to be heard. Yeah. Also, you know. So we got their EPKs put together and everything, and so they can have something to send to DJs and other people their emails. There's going to be 2 interviews that they're going to have, one on Friday when we get there, and then one on Saturday. So that's good. I'm glad you stressed the EPKs. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's extremely important because we want, because it's about having them be remembered. You know, that's what that's about, and they're not gonna be able to reach out to them if they don't have that stuff, you know, ready, and you know, so that other DJs and stuff can share their music properly. So that's what that's about. Yep. So we're mobbing down. It's a nice little group going. Mm-hmm. The most important thing too, and I think we have to talk about this a little bit more. We want to encourage everybody in the city to start, you know, taking little group trips. Get on the It needs to happen more. Yeah. And we need to share it with each other more, where we're going, what we're doing, those connections, so that our city can win. I mean, it's just like at the end of the day, how do you think Atlanta took off? How do you think New York? You know what I mean? Well, New York kind of always, because it's a port city. You know, that's history, right? But at the end of the day, you see what I'm saying? Like when your voice is heard, when people know your name, they already kind of know Columbus. People get it in Ohio. They know that. Definitely. We just need to stress it more. So I'm excited. Those are my 2. Okay. I want to see everybody support out of town. And if you can't be there, just share the flyer. If you see a picture, share the pictures. And if you can't come out, go to a local event. There's 2 awesome ones. Yes. And let me say this before we move on to our guests. So with that being said, we won't be at the WTMH Awards this weekend. Yeah. However, we do want to thank everybody who voted for us, whether we win or lose. We appreciate everybody that took the time to vote for us, whether it was 1 time or 100 times. We definitely appreciate the love. You know, we're going to continue to do what we do for you. You know, we're never going to go away from that platform. You know, that's how this thing started. That's how it started on my other show. And that's what we're going to continue. And we, you know, Tiffany and I have invested it as much as we have all this time. And Jessica now has invested it between her last show and this show. So, you know, we want to keep doing that. And I'm just going to say, you know, stay tuned for new stuff. That's all I'm going to say. Stay tuned for new stuff. All right, Tiffany, take it away. All right. Tiffany's like, what the hell is he about to say? Yay. So right now we have our guest in the building, and it is Joseph Moore. Hey. And we're home. Yes. And you may know this guy from #comedy, which held at Shadowbox in the Bistro Lounge. Is that what it's called?
They changed it to Up Front.
Never mind. It doesn't matter.
So it's Up Front because it's on Front Street. Oh, and it's up front. Okay. But that doesn't matter because I'm not there anymore. So it doesn't matter. He has left that behind him. You also may recognize him from the Conspiracy Band, and he works with a group of other musicians and singers, and they travel to different events, parties. I mean like ritzy, Cameron Mitchell, like catered, like fine china, and your shiny shoes. After 5, okay. Yes. Listen, if y'all understand that, I get invited to these events by court, right? Right. So that's my inside to these fancy events where I get to walk in and look all pretty with my cute dresses and my cute shoes and eat all this fancy food and listen to good music or whatever. And is my boyfriend happy when I'm out sitting with another man on a sexy date? Probably not. But
That I went to, the last one I went to was at
Is it the Hope
at the hangar? At the hangar. Okay, so can I explain this and then you can explain it? So it was like at like a hangar, like an airplane hangar, you know, where like the airplanes go into.
Yeah.
I didn't know about this. I didn't know that this is a thing. So I go in. And it's all sexy. I didn't get any yet. I just want to make that up.
I was getting my cup right now.
And so he proceeds to tell me, oh yeah, so all these people have luggage because, are y'all listening to me?
Yeah, I am.
All these people have luggage because somebody was going to win a trip to, was it Vegas?
Chicago,
and they needed to be ready to leave the party right then to get on this private plane, this small, cute private plane to go on this self-day trip. And then they had all these like really nice things that you could bid on, like a silent auction kind of thing. And then they ended up raffling off or whatever, selling another trip or whatever. It was just super dope. Everything was like, oh, crystals and diamonds and
I want to go. I definitely want to go.
And they have like, you know, you had to get like drink chips or whatever. And I went up to get my drink with my drink chip, and it was a black man bartender, and he was like, "Just give me chip," and I was like, "Oh." It was catered by Cameron Mitchell. It was super fun, super sexy, blah, 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 blah. So that's just one of his many things that he does with the conspiracy bit. So we are super, super excited to have him. But the event that he's actually here to talk about is his All People of Color improv show that he has coming up. This is the second/third installment of it. I saw it say 2.5. Is that right?
2.5. We canceled the second show.
Oh, okay.
Because Columbus didn't want to show up.
Oh,
so I'm not gonna put on a show for 5-10 people, waste their time, have them come all the way to Grandview, Ohio.
Right.
So Columbus.
Could you tell that by sales?
By ticket sales.
Oh, okay.
And it was an internal thing too. Sometimes when you break bread with people, and shout out to this cast, super professional, super funny. You know, they're in it, but sometimes you don't take it as seriously,
right?
Because it's just a local thing, and you go, okay, well look, we're gonna show up, we're gonna do this, we're gonna make people laugh. We sold out that first show, 80 seats right out the door,
right?
You know, in Grandview, Ohio, which is, it's funny that you said, you know, we need to step outside and of Columbus and do something else. A lot of people is not going to do a show, and a lot of black people is not going to do a show in Grandview, Ohio.
Right.
So the first show was in Grandview, Ohio. We sold out of that one. The second one I canceled. Is still in Grandview. Plus, we had a liquor license type thing, and I can't have y'all show up to a show and not drink. An improv show? I don't.
That's so interesting.
But y'all show up to an improv show and y'all ain't got something in your system? We ain't funny. That's it. So
that's just facts.
New venue. We're in Upper Arlington this time. We're in this. We took this office space over. We're just gonna reconvert it. 60 seats right out the door. We're gonna try to sell it out. C10 from Omni Breed, old school Omni Breed, but he's still around. C10. Jay Esquire, as I heard on the intro, she's in the show. Amber Nicole from Mojo Flow.
That's what's up.
Wheezy from the All Star Jammers, she's in it. Angelique Berry, Annie B, she's in the show. Like, and it keeps going on. Alexis Nelson, who works for BarkBox, she's an improviser in Columbus. I mean, the deck is stacked. You know, Orlando Lee Knox, I think is his name. He's in it too. So, but it's stacked. And
did I see you say Divine Martino too?
Divine Martino from was it 98.9 or 107.5, whatever, Radio 1.
I was gonna say.
A special guest, and it was just as simple as me asking her to do it, and she said yeah. And you know,
do you think that's because your reputation pursued you with the improv comedy lane?
I think that so I've been in it for 5 years. I've learned there's a professionalism to it too. Like we're gonna start on time. You know, we actually will do rehearsals, and the rehearsals have to be on time. You have to. There's a lot of prestige behind it, and I know that may sound bougie to some out there, but man, listen, I run a tight ship, run a tight business. Everybody gets paid. Everybody goes home happy.
That's what's
period.
up.
So
that sounds like the best business.
Yeah, right.
Man.
So I called Divine and I said, hey, we're doing this improv show. And Jay Esquire was like, yeah, they dope. And she was like, yeah. So it'll be 12 of us up on stage doing scenes made up on the spot, suggested by all of y'all.
Wow, that's awesome.
And since I'm on the show today, and y'all invited me to the show, Breaking Ground Radio, all y'all getting free. So.
Yeah.
Oh man, we definitely.
Y'all want to come up?
We definitely do. Yeah, for sure. We will make a point.
Now, how
I appreciate that.
This is something I know you can run through scenes, but like,
sure.
how do you make sure it's going to be funny if it's a suggested topic that you guys didn't rehearse?
Well, it's a lot of sharing the space. You're not getting up there to be the star. You know, it's not about you. It's about everybody on stage together. You know what I mean? Everybody is everybody's hype man. You know, everybody is everybody's support. So when you get up there, and if somebody says, what superheroes are we? You go, you're Batman and you're Superman. And one of the dudes goes, nah, I'm Wonder Woman. No, you're not. You've ruined the scene. The entire thing is up. So that's the thing with improv. Improv is it's hard because you have to make things up on the spot. But once you know that your partner has you and you have your partner, everything is good. It doesn't matter how many people on stage.
Yeah.
As long as people are sharing focus and letting other people shine.
And I'm sorry, I didn't cut you off. But
right.
I was going to say that's part of the show of improv. I had a brief moment in college and maybe my first
That's fine.
Well, acting and stuff like that. And I did a couple plays and things, and that was one thing that we did actually as kind of rehearsal to let ourselves loose was the improv.
Yeah. And
the director or whoever was at the time would say, okay, you're at the gas station and Swamp or Aaron, I wasn't Swamp yet. So Aaron, you don't have any money for gas, and then then she'll say somebody else might be a rich millionaire, and then she say go. And we played off that. No script, no nothing. We just tried to keep it rolling as much as we could. And we got more laughs on the improv stuff than we would on the scripted stuff.
Yeah.
Because you're coming off of your head so fast just to keep up. So I can't wait to see that.
The amazing thing about it is the more you keep it real within the scene, the better it is. If you're at a gas station, what are you going to do at that gas station?
Right.
What if a rich millionaire walked up to you and said, I'll pay for your gas if you take my wife out on whatever? How would you react to that?
Right.
And the more you react to that as real as you possibly can on stage, the funnier it is to the audience. They know there's not a gas pump next to you.
Right.
But if you actually mind that the gas pump is next to you, you're actually
pumping
taking gas, whatever, they see that. It's crazy. It's a trick to the audience, but they see that. They'll see the color of what the gas pump is, which is crazy. It's mind blowing. But like improv it'll free your mind. It relaxes you. There's no stress, and they love it, man. Columbus loves improv, which is crazy.
That's awesome.
Crazy.
That's awesome. We definitely can't wait to check that out, and we appreciate us giving us the opportunity to come and see that.
Oh yeah.
Sure. Yes, thank you.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay, but tell us something else.
Tell you something else. Well, this is when I was with Hashtag, we actually did this before. We called it Brown Prov, and they're still doing Brown Prov. So shout out to them. They're actually giving people of color a chance to do improv because, shockingly, there's not a lot of brown people who do improv. There's not a lot of black people who do improv. So they're still giving that opportunity. So shout out to them. That show was next Wednesday. You want to go check that out to get a preview of what you're going to see in Affirmative Instruction.
Right.
Go ahead and do that. But, make sure you get them comp tickets because, we want you to pay for our tickets. Anyway. So it was Brown Prov, before. And then, when I left them, I just kind of wanted to continue to give opportunities and let people eat at the same table that I ate at. I wanted to share the space. So, affirmative distraction to me is just another opportunity for people to come together, especially now, to laugh their asses off for 90 minutes and then go home.
Right.
You know,
right.
and just be done with it. So it's a refreshing take, and it's not like it's a cross between Wildin' Out and Whose Line Is It Anyway, where it's not like Wildin' Out where we cut each other down. Everything is positive. At the beginning of the show, we give shout outs to people who are there and are doing big things. So, I will definitely shout out to, WTMH when y'all get there. Yeah. Definitely. So we start off the show positive. Everything is positive. We end positive, and it's all good.
So how did you get into this game, and how was it coming into I'm assuming predominantly Caucasian yes. activity?
So there was a woman in Conspiracy named Mandy Gage, and Mandy Gage's father has been doing improv in the city for 25 years.
Okay.
So he was teaching classes, and Mandy invited me through, and so I took a class, and then I took his advanced class, and the advanced class is what became #comedy.
Oh wow!
And then from then, me and Sarah Storr, we decided that we wanted to take the business end of it and just expand it and keep doing it and do classes, and do corporate training, and do all this stuff. So we just wanted to keep it going. We wanted to be the premier and open door improv group in the city. And so we did kids. We did a thing called Play Cafe, and we let kids come in, and we had like a basic class and an advanced class, and the kids would get up there and they would turn out. And it's crazy that you can tell these kids to still have an imagination, but still keep it real. So if you're going to be in a Fortnite scene, be in that Fortnite scene, and they did it.
Right. Right.
So I just got it from there. I started from there, and I said, we should start a group, and everybody was like, yeah. And at first it was rocky, and again, people didn't take it seriously, and people didn't know. And then something clicked and said, we can actually make money doing this. We can actually, eat doing this.
Wow.
And so I quit my job, and hashtag and Conspiracy was the only things I did for the longest time.
Now, how did that leap go when you quit your job? Because looking through your thing, like you were in retail, which, surprises me. And I'm like, what kind of retail are we talking about? And you were in it for a long time.
Yeah. Started on retail when I was 16. KB Toys at Eastland Mall. That's where I started. Yes.
I'm laughing because you said Eastland Mall.
Eastland Mall.
Which is like a tumbleweed town.
First of all, I got dragged out of KB Toys before.
You got what?
You said you had
dragged out.
It was probably by me.
Was it stealing?
No, by my parents.
No,
like that was the spot.
Was you cutting up?
No, that was exactly. That was the spot. You take things back.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to KB Toys, but
KB Toys was the Toys R Us of the mall.
Yes.
Okay.
I remember KB Toys. Yeah. We had one back.
So anyway, it was dope. You loved it, and then.
And so I loved it. Became a manager at 20, and still, kind of did the thing, and left that. Went to Best Buy, ran the audio department there, and.
Were all the chicks like, oh my God, you're a manager?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay. Not yet.
I was like, don't talk to me. I got to do my job.
I
get spread. Leave me alone.
I get your discount.
They was more like, you got a baby at 20. What's wrong with you? And I was like,
damn.
Oh
wow.
Okay.
I guess so. You already. Okay. Okay. Word.
Anyway, so Best Buy, Target. I worked at Walmart. I've
done it all.
Done it all. And then finally, I joined Conspiracy, and Conspiracy became a little bit more lucrative as it went on. The money just kept coming in, gig after gig after, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, just pulling.
That's so
pulling good money.
That's dope.
Pulling, a weekend. Conspiracy
they live in life.
I can't say anything more than that, but Conspiracy pays rent.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna just say this.
And it's a 13-piece band.
I heard.
Conspiracy pays rent.
I heard they pay salaries.
Wow.
Like not like, oh, here's your $50 for this gig. It is, oh, you already got your check. I just need you to show up on this date and this date. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say about that. So that's dope.
Look at his face. He's like, yeah.
That's some insight.
Oh. I maybe shouldn't say that. But
nobody knows. Nobody knows.
You're not wrong.
But I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong.
Okay. So life is. Oh, this is our guest water.
Oh, guess what? I got guess water.
Yeah, you're
Shout out to WT made
you
the guess water.
See how it opens? It's a little quick.
Yeah.
Anywho,
yeah.
That's why I'm non-drinking.
I was about to say.
Guess water.
Guess water.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, how did Conspiracy Band happen? How did you? I mean, I was very excited and interested to see that you've been doing trombone for forever and you were in band, and that's so cute. Because people always think, well, maybe people don't always think. I thought, when you think about people who are in band, you think, oh, they're losers. That's mean to say. I'm just being honest.
What?
That's mean. But come on, when you was in high school, you didn't think the band people were.
Hey, hold on. First of all, you ain't from Columbus.
I'm not saying that.
Marion Franklin.
Maybe I was dope.
He was dope.
I grew up in Eastgate, so
Marion Franklin's band was dope.
East Band was it.
Yeah, see,
No.
Middle school, high school, I think. I don't know. But anyway, so you play trombone.
Play trombone.
And how did that parlay into Conspiracy Band?
It didn't. So
I was like, you're not one of the musicians up there.
I used to write hip hop music. I used to I have 9 shitty albums out there.
Tell everybody what your name is.
Actually, started a group called The Trade.
Can you go back to Joe Don? Can you tell
again?
What's wrong? Joe Don? It's just funny. It's funny.
Obviously, listening to a lot of hip hop. Conspiracy was performing at a spot at Easton. They was performing Crazy in Love, Jay-Z, Beyonce. And I asked if I could get up there and do the rap. And I got up there and did the rap. My cousin was there the same night. She knew Rodney. She called Rodney and said, yeah, I know him. Can't believe you pulled him up on stage. And Rodney was like, no, I need that. So I need you to contact him and get a hold of him so we see if we can meet up. And so I was like, okay. So I met up with him and he was like, so I need you to come to Pickerington to do an outdoor festival with us. I was like, ain't gonna win no hip hop at Pickerington.
Right.
So I get up there and he goes, do 16 of anything you want. And I was like, I don't want to do no original stuff and scare everybody away. So I did Nelly's Hot in Here. And he handed me a check for $100 and said, we'll see you next week.
Nice.
And the next week was a wedding, and I did a wedding, and we did all this. Conspiracy does everything all at the same time. It's just
so did you start off? And this is not because this is what I thought of when you were saying the thing about the wedding. So did you start off as the guy in Wedding Ringer talking about teach me how to Dougie? Was that kind of your thing?
No.
Do you remember the video? You know the movie?
I know.
I didn't. DJs and weddings. I didn't realize that you had like people who really got on and did like live like that, like really like covers.
So you're telling us that you're a wedding singer.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's dope though. I like that.
It's such a dope show. It's so dynamic, and I say dynamic because they do so many different styles of music.
You gotta look it up. I'm telling you.
They do
right, but that first wedding, they had me doing Biggie. They had me doing Pac. they had me, they had me doing
covers,
and I just did covers to all those songs, and it was like, you're here, you're in, like whatever. And so now we actually have another rapper in the band. Her name is Jessie Napleton. So now me and her just kind of go back and forth and just song after song after song.
It's really dope.
Ping them off.
This is not me selling y'all. It's a really dope band.
The band will play that funky music, and we'll do all the white rappers. Just back and forth, because we play for a lot of white people.
Yeah.
So, but then they eat that stuff up. You know what I'm saying? But we're at Columbus Commons. We just go.
That's
I'm telling you.
They show us. And then Rodney will get up there and do like Nat King Cole, and you'll be like, and you'll literally listen. You'll literally, he's like an older black man. You'll literally be captivated. Like, is he? Oh my, where am I? Like, it is really like it's an experience. It's really a good time.
There are 13 people in this band.
And it's all different kinds of stuff.
Pianist, guitarist, drummer, bassist, 5 singers.
Shout out Chemistry Maestro.
Chemistry Maestro's in the band.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I'm not Chemistry through Tiffany.
Yeah.
I like
yeah, you do.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah.
You made it to 1 or 2 chills, I believe.
I think so. Yeah, I met him at one of them.
Yeah.
So Conspiracy is super dope, and I love every opportunity I get with them.
That's dope. All right, so what's your next move? Like, do you have enough moves right now? Like,
the next move is to start a kids improv group. Real talk.
I love everything you're talking about.
I know there are kids. I know there are kids out there who are sitting there going, I want to be like that, or I want to do that, and they see all the YouTube and the Instagram. They want to be these comedians, but they think that they don't have anywhere to showcase that. So that's what I want to do. I want to take. There's a place called the Peggy McConnell Center in Worthington, and they do shows all the time. Big stage. It seats about 150. And I want to sell it out with a kids improv show.
So let me ask you this. I'm gonna so let's say you get a bunch of kids, right?
Yep.
Maybe some inner city youth kids,
yep.
stuff like that,
yep.
that want to do this, and they don't necessarily have, or their parents might not necessarily have a means to get to the place for rehearsal and stuff like that. Do you see yourself in the future accommodating that for, just to get, especially for the younger ones, to give them the opportunity to do that? Because, and I'm not saying, I'm asking because I think that's a great idea what you're doing. Everything you said, I respect tremendously. But when we talk about kids and doing stuff like that, unfortunately, we have to consider those who want to be able to do that, but just don't have the means, and they need that extra hand. And, hey, we'll have a bus, or meet us at this spot, and we'll do that, or we'll, down the line, do you have, kind of plans to kind of accommodate that kind of thing?
A plan right now, no.
Okay.
But with that being said, if I go forth and do that and it becomes that big,
right,
I have to.
Right.
Right. You can't lock people out.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
ACPA, the Arts and College Preparatory Academy, they had me mentor a 17-year-old high school kid there.
Wow.
And he was just a singer, but he never wanted, couldn't pay for studio time.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't get to the studio.
Mm-hmm.
So I would go all the way out east every Wednesday, and I had like a little portable studio that I could just take out there, and we just recorded with him.
Dope.
So
Dope.
It's possible.
Dope.
You know what I mean? It all depends on how this takes off. So that's the next move.
Okay.
I like your move.
Definitely. Mm-hmm. I agree.
Coming up is the name would be the kids improv group.
Coming up.
I like that.
You heard it first.
That's right.
You heard it first.
That's right.
Here.
That's exclusive.
I was gonna say, dude. Oh, okay, you must know Joseph Moore.
Oh yeah.
Because that's his thing.
That's my thing.
No doubt. Yeah, man. I think that's great. I love that. What you're doing, man, and I respect it for sure. And congratulations on all your success thus far.
Thanks, man.
And everything that you're doing. We like that.
And thanks for this opportunity. And we need to, and you guys already do it, because I went back to the archives today, and I saw all your all the guests you've had. You know what I mean? And that is dope to me.
Thank you.
That is super dope to me. So if y'all don't get no love, y'all getting it now.
Right. I appreciate
y'all getting it now. So shout out to y'all for continuing to give people opportunity to come on and give the other side of what they do.
Yes.
That's dope.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, definitely. So man, I don't know what should we play a song? Should we just rock in? I mean, we got.
Did we do our Who's Next? Or was that Dante?
That Dante, yeah. That was kind of that was kind of Who's Next.
Okay.
Well, we got like 6 minutes. Maybe we should like.
I do want to say one thing. I just want to like quickly say that Junior, who I absolutely
love
adore.
Junior.
We love
I see stuff about him.
He's
all the
like
time.
my super favorite comedian.
Have you worked with him?
I have not.
Oh my God.
Have you worked with Nandi?
And nobody shows up anywhere. It was off of High Street. I don't know where it was. I don't even know where it was.
High Street.
It was that long time ago. But I was like, "What? Why are y'all hiding here? What are y'all doing?" So yeah.
Do you think it's a comfort situation?
I don't think so. I think it's an opportunity situation.
Okay, well now it's been.
I think it's an opportunity.
Now it's been.
And I'm not saying that y'all not getting opportunities or y'all not taking that opportunity.
Well,
I'm saying I don't.
Junior.
Know that you are now officially invited.
Money Mike.
Bobby Babs.
I've seen Bobby Babs. Yeah, of course.
What? Molly Mar? You know Molly Mar?
I know Marlon Mar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Molly Mar. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we know the whole.
We like knowing all our
Okay, the whole
okay, so we have. I think they should. Junior is actually up for the Funny Bone funniest comedian.
Oh, he's in that contest.
Yes,
yeah. He's actually got a show.
He always has shows. He definitely always no. It doesn't pass. He has the second installment of the Ohio Kings of Comedy coming up with Danger and
I saw that.
All of them are coming up. But on November 21st, it's a Wednesday, Jessica.
First of all,
I'm just saying, it's November 21st.
I'll be there.
I'm pretty sure I got tickets, so we good. And we're gonna go turn up. We're gonna get us some drinks. We're gonna be silly as shit. We're gonna be like, Junior, that's our dude. And we gonna ask him. And apparently, I asked Nandi. I was talking to her, and I was like, why are you not in this? You're super funny. We love you. Yeah. And she said, you have to have a certain number of followers, and to be a part of it. So that just is an extra shout out to Junior that he has been really like making his numbers pop, because it's one thing to have talent, but it's another thing for people to have shared your talent and shared your talent. And
we are not funny with no one in the audience.
Right.
You know what? I went to one of those Funny Bone show cases.
Yeah.
With the amateur funny folks. And okay, you guys, I hate talking about race.
Positive, because
let me just say,
like 2 minutes.
If we have 2 minutes, let's do this.
Because
Go ahead.
we haven't talked about race so much in the comedy thing, right?
Yeah.
It was so, and I hate talking about race. I just have to say that it's one.
Are you mixed?
I don't like that question. Because
I just meant do you have more than one culture that you know about? I could say that I have more than one culture that I don't know about.
Shout out to DJ Swmpthing.
Versus non-Caucasians.
Shout out to Dave Berkey, who's Caucasian. Sorry.
Is that the guy who hosts it?
No. The guy.
People on a regular are way funnier than from what I've seen.
I think it's comedy. What we think is funny.
No.
And see that.
I'd much rather be at an all-black comedy show.
Well, you will have your opportunity November 29th. From Staples off of Kenny Road, Kenny and Henderson. And admission is $7 hairs. And there's a strip club over there.
Word?
So you after the show, you can go right. Let's say strip club.
You won't make it.
Man, Joseph Moore, man, we appreciate you being
here. Hey, man, thank you for having me.
Yeah, definitely.
For real. And you guys get in free. Remember that. And thank you for the water.
That's just more stripping money.
You remember my name. Stripping money.
Stuff this weekend and all that good stuff.
Stripping money.
Pray, make sure that you send some prayers up and everything.
I'm about to make that a thing. I'm about to make that a drop.
Stripper money. Yeah, we can get that. I'm sure
we'll see if Cahoots can be one of our sponsors.
First of all, y'all not spending no money on strippers around me.
Oh, I love strippers.
Y'all,
you don't even know.
You don't even know.
Talking about Missy is becoming the first female rapper nominated for the Songwriters Hall of Fame. Right. So that's super dope, and we're super duper proud of her. Her career spanned over for 25 years. Mm-hmm. She's dope as fuck, and it was pretty funny to me when people was like, "Who is that?" when she came out on the Super Bowl with Katy Perry. Why don't you know who she was? You should have been asking who was Katy Perry. Joining Missy as a performing nominee is Mariah Carey, who received her first nomination last year.
Shout out to Mariah Carey
for the new song "Get the Fuck Out of Here." I love that joint. If y'all haven't heard it, go check it out. Yeah, it's pretty dope. It's an
God damn it. I think this.
All night, like,
what else you got?
Sorry.
So y'all can follow me on Swmpthing DJ at Instagram.com.
Are you confident about that? You said it was slow and sad.
Yeah. Make sure you follow both Breaking Ground pages on Facebook and Instagram.
Not both. Just the one without the underscores, right?
I think you meant like. Black and gold, Breaking Ground Radio, no underscore.
Right. No underscore. Just no.
That guy right there.
Shout out.
Change
the
password.
We can't even get into it.
We can't get into it.
But the new.
Dope.
Hashtag.
How can they follow you? How can they follow
for some reason. And then the Conspiracy Band is on Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff. So that's all out there.
Tiff.
You can follow me at Tiffany EL on Facebook. TIFFANY, spelled the regular way, EL. And Tielco, TIELCO on Instagram because that bitch won't give me my name.
Okay, put the camera back on me. Yeah. If you would like to follow this freckle-faced unicorn.
Wait. Okay.
On Instagram, boom. And Facebook, Jessica Walls. Have a good night.
Yes. So everybody have a great